Okay. Oh, shit. I forgot to put you in the thing. Can't go live yet. You're down and ready to rap with the kids.
Hey, did you ever make it to the Shorty and Slim thing in Austin Mamas, or did you stay home?
Stayed home, and Raul came over, and I drank a beer with him and talked shit. Okay,
All right.
We're going to go live. Okay, I'm going to start. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot how to do this.
J-O-E in the J-O-E in the place to be. HB on the track, it's like ecstasy. Run a well of 7 years, what we drinking be. Trying to sling the dopest rhymes in the galaxy. Let me take a minute though and relax your mind. Sometimes these words can be hard to find. 24/7 on that daily grind. Hearing voices in my head, man, they not that kind. Cause bitches be bitches, snitches keep snitching. The world keeps turning, and I keep hitching a ride. Instead of living my life. Yo.
Man, when you feel hungry, don't you have to eat?
Yo, pump up the volume and digest this beat.
Rapscallions in the house with this lyrical treat.
When we're done with you, you're gonna ice your feet.
If the world ends tomorrow and you had one chance,
Hey yo, would you start the move like it's your last dance?
yo, do something small in the past and present changes.
Do something now, the future rearranges.
Cause bitches keep bitching.
Yo, snitches keep snitching.
The world keeps turning.
And you start living your life instead of hitching a ride. Rapscallions.
Episode 52. 5-2. We finally got to celebrate volume 2 of our 1-year anniversary. Last week we got messed up because of Échate pa' allá, ¿qué pasa contigo? Tigo really messed us up. We had plenty of download speed, but we had 0 upload speed. There's no way that we could talk to our lovely Rapscallions. We love you guys so much. So we're like, we'll just do it next week. And then, you know what? Guess what happened on Sunday? Important things are happening on Sunday. So we're like, you know what? Let's go live right now. We got the internet now. We've got the technical equations all calculated. All the buttons have been pressed. So we're like, you know what? Let's go live right now. Joe, you're live, man. What do you got to say for yourself?
Hey, I am alive, and it is Friday, and nothing feels better than that, man. I feel weird, though, my friend. I feel weird because we're apart.
It is. It's weird because like the past few episodes, we've been able to broadcast in the same place. But today we're back to our roots.
Back to the roots.
Communicating over the internet. And guess what?
Where we started.
No echo.
No echo.
Anybody out there, if you hear echo, let us know. It'll probably be too late. But I don't care, man. We're going to have so much fun today.
Hey, man, we're back to the essence of where it all started from. Rapscallions on the internet. HB's in Santa Clara. I'm in Panama City. But we're making it happen nonstop on a Friday. Because you know what happens on Sunday?
Plenty of things to do.
This weekend is going to be jam-packed for all you people that love the football. Tonight at 6 p.m., Peru is playing Colombia for third place in the Copa America. I don't know, normally people don't care about the third place match. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, if you're a country that has never won anything, third place means a lot. So I'm guessing that means something to someone.
Peru's coming up right now, right?
They're coming up, yeah. And I remember when Panama was in the Copa de Oro, which reminds me, we should probably do an episode on the Copa de Oro because it starts next week, this Sunday actually. Starts this Sunday. When Panama played for the U.S. for the third place match, that was a big deal. That was a big deal, man. We won third place and we celebrated that like nobody's business. So hey,
I still have a headache from that celebration.
We celebrated that, man. We got our bronze medals. It's good times. So Saturday, Argentina, Brazil, epic matchup, 7 p.m. We're going to see who wins the Copa America. And Sunday, the match that we've all been waiting for, my friend, England versus Italy, Italy versus England, Forza Azzurri. We're going to see what happens in that matchup. But that's on Sunday.
I just want to say that when we finally get to our Euro Cup wrap up, you know who predicted this? You know who predicted
it? Who predicted
Italy
it?
against England?
Who did?
Who predicted this predicament?
The Rapscallions.
That's right. This guy right here and this guy right there.
Because we're fortune tellers.
Tuned in.
We know
We're
the
all
future.
tuned up, tuned in, tuned around.
We know the future, man. That's what we do.
We don't mess
know
around.
The future. We don't mess around at all. But HB, we need to find out, man. There's something that's been happening this week. We got to do a weekly Rapscallions, our Rapscallions weekly wrap up weekly wrap.
Exactly. A dibbity. The weekly rapping with Rapscallions weekly wrap up.
That's right, man. So I need you to tell me. You tell me. What has your week been like, man? Because last time I saw you, you were in the city. Now you're not, man. So a lot has changed in your life.
Well, getting your license plate can be a pretty strenuous and difficult task in these days of pandemic. So my placa, or my license plate, should have been renewed in February, but they weren't printing them on time. So when you had to, now I gotta give props. The municipio has a fantastic website.
Right.
You can chat with someone. You can do your placas online, and they're like, your placa's ready. You can check. You guys got to check
through the chat.
Through the chat, you tell them your cellular, you tell them your placa number, and they'll press buttons.
Well, that's pretty tight, man. That's pretty tight.
Now, the hard part. Everything went super smoothly, man. I got my revisado, and everything was cool. But picking up the darned thing is the problem.
Where'd you go pick it up?
You have to make an appointment, and the appointment is for like 2 weeks out. So I missed my last appointment, and I was like, you know what? They have this delivery service. Have a delivery service where you pay $10, and they show a little guy on a motorcycle, like a pizza delivery. And I was like, hey man, I'm gonna be here. We're gonna try and do our show. I'm gonna pay for that one. Lo and behold, I could have ordered it off of freaking Amazon and it would have gotten here sooner. So my week has been uneventful, but for that small particular thing kind of stressed me out because I'm dealing with the government. So what if they came to drop it off, Joe, and then I wasn't there, and then the thing just disappears forever? And next thing you know, someone's robbing a bank with my license plate on their car.
And then they'll be like, HB Tui robbed the bank.
Exactly.
But did you manage to get your placa?
I got it.
Nice.
I got it. I was like, I'm going to be here forever.
Good.
And then all of a sudden the guy called me and I was like, yeah.
Nice, man.
Captain Andy's tuned in. He's like, what's popped up in your week? Well, young man, I have to tell you.
Placa.
My hierro, my lata popped up.
That's good, man, because we can't have you driving around all illegal in the streets, dog.
Yeah, like I have been for the past.
No, but that's okay, porque el tránsito estaba dando extensiones to the placa. You will get the extension, man.
This is anytime I get pulled over, I'm gonna do a reenactment. You ready?
Show us. Yes.
Ay, gringo, ¿qué vamos a hacer contigo? ¿Qué voy a hacer con tú? Mira, te voy a hacer un favor. ¿Qué voy a hacer contigo? It's my reenactment.
Nice. I love it, man. That's Academy Award-winning reenactment right there, man. I think in the next Rapscallions commercial, whenever your name pops up, it's going to be Academy Award nominee Henry Tui.
Academy Award nominee with fellow Rapscallion Lord Joe. So tell us, Lord Joe.
Right.
Tell us about your week, my friend.
My week has been my week. Well, no, I just have a little anecdote about your placa situation because I went through a similar situation trying to renew my license and my cedula during the height of the first wave of the pandemic. During the first wave of the pandemic, and I was scared, man. I was like, man, this is never gonna happen. My cedula is gonna stay expirada. My license is gonna be expirada. Hey, but I was pleasantly surprised at how efficient the people at the cedula place and the people at the license place were. I did everything for the license online. The celular was fantastic. I love those people.
Yeah.
I did everything
I'm
for the
hearing good
license.
things out of the tribunal.
I did everything for the license online. Los exámenes de like hearing exams, the eyesight exams. And then they also said, hey, delivery of your license. I was like, chuso, why not? So I did that. They used my old picture for my license. And then one morning I'm just sitting here and they call me up from downstairs. They're like, hey, somebody's here. I'll go downstairs. My license.
That's awesome. And you know what? You don't age, man. You're a beautiful man.
Thank you, man. Thank
They
you.
can use that same picture forever.
I appreciate that.
It's going to be on your headstone.
Yes, exactly. My picture for my licencia. I mean, I just have a couple more white hairs on the chin.
I grew mine out. I grew mine out to be more like you, Joe.
Man, I think that's the trademark Rapscallions look, is just the white hairs on the chin.
Chin skirt.
I think in a couple years we're gonna see dudes just dyeing their chins white so they can look like us. I think that's what they're gonna do. But let me tell you, man, my week, it was good, man. Of course, I'm super excited about the Euro Cup, so I've been trying to watch it whenever possible. I think it's a major fail on all the television stations here in Panama that nobody purchased the rights for the Euro Cup, because we've had to get creative.
What about Copa America? They didn't even buy rights for that either.
No, they do, but you can't show, but they don't show them online. So you have to see them on it. I think they're on RPC on TV Max.
So confusing.
It's very confusing. But Copa de Oro, I think they have the rights for Copa de Oro.
Damn, better have that.
I hope. If not, I don't know who's gonna watch it. But man, so I was trying to do that. I had a nice. I've learned a lot about communication this week. Remember last week? Was it last week? The week before? I was saying something about communications. So this week I had a breakthrough on communications. So I'm really happy on that. Communications is key to a successful relationship with whoever, man. With whoever.
That's right. Across the board, man.
So I'm very happy about that. And other than that, it just started raining here in the city, my friend. But it's Friday, so I'm happy. And Chechi just tuned in. What's up, Chechi? Tuning in. The Instagrams. We're kicking it live, Chechi. Kicking it live.
I love it. Dan Norman just liked the video. I hope he's tuned in, because guess who we're going to talk about? Guess who's coming to dinner? Danny Norman.
What? The Dan Norman?
That's right.
The Dan Norman. The one who works on mega projects.
Not the.
The. Indeed.
Shall we get started, my friend? Shall we get started?
Quite. Let's get started.
Quite. Well, as we wrapped up the show last week, we were talking about jet jockeys and we talked about mental health. That was an amazing thing to end a show on, because Rapscallions and Famscallions are all about getting that right headspace, man. If you don't know what to do, hey, you know what, Famscallions, if you have problems, send them to us, and on the air, we'll talk about it. All anonymous. No doubt. I'm having problems with my neighbor. I was like, well, this is what you should do. Get a tablet, put the Rapscallions playing live, and slide it under their door. Problem solved. That's the way that we solve problems.
Yeah. People like to hear our voices. When they hear our voices, they get calm.
Soothing.
That's what happens. Mm-hmm.
So last week we finished with jet jockeys. We were talking about mental health, and hey, Dan Norman's there. Whopping. He said whopping. So our next episode after jet jockey, which was pretty Mach 6. Wasn't Mach 2, it was Mach 6. We did a show about Fiestas Patria, and anyone who grew up on or around the Isthmus of Panama knows that there's no way you're getting your license or your placa in November, because
it's amazing, because I think everyone at work knows, man. They know once November hits, you're not getting anything done till January, man.
Oh.
That's it. You're done.
It's like Carnival and November.
That's
you
right.
Might as well try for Christmas, because it's not going to get
seriously, man. Fiestas Patrias is where it's at. I remember 1 year HP for Fiestas Patrias, man. It was a pretty tragic setup. So I think I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. And then I was working, I work in a team setup, right? So I was like, okay, I was telling my teammate, I was like, hey, man, toma toda la semana, I'll figure it out. So I didn't have Friday off. Fridays, I worked till noon. So I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. I drove into the city Thursday afternoon, because I was at the beach. Into the city Thursday afternoon. I went to work Friday morning. I left work at noon, drove back to the beach for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then came back Sunday. That's crazy. For me, that was extreme. But I know people that drove into the city Friday morning from the beach and then went back to the beach Friday afternoon. I thought that was pretty. I mean, I couldn't do that because I get crazy tired.
It's hardcore, man.
It's hardcore. That's hardcore. But Fiestas Patrias is where it's at, man. Fiestas Patrias is like the best week ever. So much happiness.
It is. It's a lot of fun. So let's see if we can go over all those dates in question. First of all, November 1st is All Saints Day, which is a holy day of obligation.
Second. No, wait. Yes. Yeah. Second.
First.
Second?
All Saints Day. All Saints Day is the first.
Wait, but isn't the second el Día de los Muertos?
Yes. All Saints Day is the first. That's my mom's birthday.
All right.
That one on the 30.
Oh, that's my sister's. That's my sister's birthday.
What? Your sister's my mom? What?
Oh, snap.
That means you're my uncle brother.
Oh, my goodness.
So
it all makes sense now.
So we start off with a holy day of obligation.
That's right.
And then, lo and behold, the independence of the whole damn country rolls up on the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
November 3rd is Panama independence.
Separation from Colombia, 1903.
Okay, you got your eyes on all the dates. I don't want to skip one or we're going to get canceled, dog.
No. We don't want cancel culture on Rapscallions, man. Definitely don't want that.
All right, so November 3rd, and we talked about that in depth too, how the railroad played a big part in the independence of Panama as well as the United States. So there's a lot of intermingling of histories, and there's so much. And again, we're not experts, but we like to bring these things up so you guys get like your interest piqued, and then you'll read a book or then you'll ask us questions.
Yeah, man, I think it's pretty incredible just how much.
It was a perfect storm.
Countries always, man. Countries are interesting. Countries are interesting, and they're always mingling with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, could you imagine if all countries were like, my borders are closed and I don't want to talk to anyone? That would kind of suck. And I think, I would think that that happened during COVID. However, we're still working together. Anyways, my point is, the U.S. and Panama have always had this sort of, this relationship where it's like, I like you, I don't like you, I like you, I don't like you, I like you, I don't like you. Yeah. So and I think that's super evident with the separation from Colombia, because Panama would not have been able to make that break from Colombia, which it wanted to do, without U.S. intervention. So in that moment in history, in 1903, 3rd of November, the U.S. was pivotal. Because could you imagine if those warships, those battleships had not shown up off the coast? Like, what's up, Colombia? What are you talking about?
So many things. Like, what if McKinley wasn't assassinated?
What if?
Roosevelt never would have ascended to power. What if the Colombian government had decided to take their first offer and not try to wait out the French canal contract? What if the United States decided to go to Nicaragua? There's so many. But
so many possible situations,
Yeah. Panama found their independence with so little bloodshed, which is always a good thing.
Which is always a good thing, man. Yeah. And then, of course, my friend, we have the 4th of November, which is the Día de la Bandera, the day of all of our símbolos patrios.
Yes. That's where you have your flag, your shields. I think we talked about it. We went over the shield and everything, and how each part of the shield had a different significance and stuff like that. And the flag before was the Panamanian flag was different before, and then they flipped it. We went over all that stuff. Excellent episode.
We don't need to go over it again because we went over it already.
Exactly.
We're just doing a recap. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody cares about Fiesta Patria. Nobody cares about it.
It says Chechi's chiming in on a Friday. Chechi's Friday chime in. He says U.S. and Panama is a smaller version of Henry VIII and U.S.
There you go.
That's very interesting.
There you go.
It's very interesting.
So what's our next holiday in Fiesta Patria? Just run through them.
Okay, our next holiday is the 10th of November, and that is the day that we celebrate El Grito de Independencia en la Villa de los Santos in 1821. Of course, you're saying, what? 1821? But I thought you got independence in 1903. Yes. But this was independence from Spain because Panama was first connected to Spain.
Spain.
We were connected
And
to
then
Spain.
They're connected to Spain, and then they were independent, and then they joined
La Gran Colombia.
La Gran Colombia or New Grenada. Very interesting stuff. What's our next holiday?
The 28th of, man, let me tell you something. 28th of November.
Ooh. 28th of
which was
November.
The independence from Spain.
Yes. Bye-bye, España.
So we were like, peace out, Spain. And the Spaniards were all like, but don't you want this paella? And we were like, no.
They're like,
No.
Jode.
Joder, tío. Pero la
Joder,
paella
tío.
está lista.
La
We were
paella
like,
está lista. No
and we
quiere
were all like,
participar.
no more. That's what we said.
No more. In Colón, you say no more.
No more. And we bounced, man. So that's basically the gist of our Space Las Patrias. 3rd, 4th, 10th. Oh, and we skipped the 5th of November, my friend, which is speaking of Colón, 5 de noviembre, that is a very important day as well, because that is the day, my friend, where the independence from Colombia was consolidated.
Yes.
Consolidated. Because, of course, we know a lot of important things happened in Colón on the 5th of November. That was a faithful day when the American warships rolled up, and then the Colombians were like, oh, snap, the Americans are there. And they were like, see you later.
True. And Joe and I, in addition to all of our love of Panama, we were able to reenact all that on stage in 1903, the musical.
That's
which
right.
was pretty cool.
Hopefully we'll get to do it again this year. Hopefully. Because, HB and I sing like something that sings beautifully.
It's beautiful.
So,
we're like
hopefully
opera
we'll get
stars.
to do it again. We are opera stars. We are.
So, you know what? We'll do a part 2. Make sure that you guys subscribe to Rapscallions Facebook, that you guys follow it, and then you follow on Instagram, because next Fiesta Patrias, we'll do more fun stuff.
We will, man.
So
and it's
fun.
not difficult. It's not difficult to subscribe to Rapscallions. All you got to do is push like. On Facebook, push like. On Instagram, push follow. And we got so many things, man. So many things to share. You don't want to miss out, man. FOMO.
If you're like confused, like, oh my God, these guys are broadcasting everywhere. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. It's easy. Muy simple. And this is great that we said it in the Fiesta Patria one. Panama RP. It's easy for you to remember, right? Panama RP. .com is our website. You can go there. We have little buttons for all of our social medias. If maybe you decided to take a break from Facebook, guess what? You can press that Instagram button and check us out live. And we're on our year anniversary. Big things, Joe. Big things.
You guys could even get some of our shirts, man. Some merch.
Look at that
Check this
shirt.
out.
Beautiful.
Check this out. You guys can get that at PanamaRP.com. Next week, we're doing a giveaway, but that's next week. That's not today.
You got to tune in.
Next week. So you got to tune in next week.
Until next week.
That's right.
All right. So I think we've made this as dramatic as we possibly could, because the next show is probably one of my favorites. Our next show, I'm going to give a little clue to the people by putting there it is. It was called Mega Projects. And
Mega Projects.
Mega Projects. It's like, what is a mega project? A mega project is something that's so huge that your little puny mind can't even fathom, man.
Man, we had a man on that show with us who was just as big as the Megalodon.
That's right.
Just as
He's
epic as the Megalodon.
Like, there you have Jaws, and then you have Danny Norman down here doing his mega projects.
Seriously, man. That show was epic. I mean, seriously. For you to be like, I'm going to build something really big and difficult, I respect you. Because if that falls down, you're going to get fired.
Just think to yourself, like, most of us, we have day jobs, office jobs and whatnot. And, maybe we help our kids build some Legos, and that's moderately difficult. A lot of us have problems building your IKEA furniture. How difficult do you think it is to build a canal? How difficult is it to build the expansion of the canal? So you know what we did? We were like, yo, Danny, llega, Danny.
Yeah. Man, Danny came and he put us to school, man. He did a master class on mega projects. So if you were ever thinking of building a canal, If you're ever thinking of building a bridge or something epic, that show would have given you all the insights.
Like
to build those things.
Maybe you want to be a supervillain and you want to build an underground lair under a volcano, call Danny Norman, dude. That's who you need to talk to.
Yo, and he even gave us insights on how to deal with alligators. Like, say you're trying to build something that's going through a river and there's alligators. Hey, Dan was like, yo, this is what you got to do with the alligators.
That's
right. Can't tell you, though. We can't tell you right now. You got to check out the episode.
Yeah, scroll down to that episode. That was super fun. And you know, it was great to have him on there because he actually participated in the expansion of the canal. He's worked on several mega projects, and he listed them out in that episode. But also, we got to kind of look through his eyes and ask him what would it have been like to work on the original canal, because he has that point of view. He's able to help us occupy those old construction shoes.
Man, yeah, give us that perspective, man. Because if you think about it, building the old canal in itself, when it happened during that time, must have been an epic endeavor. And then we all lived through what was the expansion of the canal. Yeah. And just seeing everything that happened on that, you were like, wow. So imagine having all that be your responsibility on your shoulders. You play a key role in making that happen. No es cualquiera, you know. You got to have that knowledge.
And I was very fortunate that he invited me to go and visit the construction at different phases.
Truth.
Life events. I stood in those tunnels underneath the expansion where all that water goes through. And it's just, I can tell you guys right now that my mind can't fathom how they did it. I stood in the middle of the expansion, and when Joe asked me, I don't know how to explain it to him.
Right? It's like someone had an idea, right? They were like, this is my idea. This is what it's going to look like. And they made it happen. Amazing episode.
Make sure you scroll down on that one.
Insane.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. We got some shout outs. CT Acosta says Amanaplana Canal, Panama, what is those things that go forward and backwards? If you say that backwards, Amanaplana Canal, Panama, it's the same word backwards and forwards.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's not an onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia? Is it superfragilisticalidocious?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Thank you, Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Palindrome. Oh my gosh. Thank you. The research department came through once again. Letting us know. There we go.
Always on point.
There we go. Palindrome via Balboa High School. That's right. Balboa High School people are smart. That's why. Danny Norman is chiming in. Ha 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 ha. He likes the commentary. This guy. Wait,
did Danny Norman, did he graduate from Balboa High School?
That's right.
Ah, no wonder.
See?
No wonder. It's over.
What more can we say about this? Because you know what? You guys should really scroll down to episode 20. It's in the Facebook on our Rapscallions page. You hit videos. Go down to episode 20. That's one of my favorite ones right there.
That was episode 20, man. It feels like that was 50 years ago.
This is episode 52.
Jesus
you gotta push
Christ.
on, man.
Oh my God. Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
Okay. Hey, favorite episode.
That was a good episode.
Okay. Oh, the next episode 21 was Panama City.
Oh, Panama City.
Panama City. Everyone at one time or another has had Panama City.
Yeah, man. You don't live in Panama City without ever having Panama City, man.
That's right.
Jeez. That's where it's at, man. That was a beautiful show, man. Panama City has so much history.
Oh my gosh. We actually had to split it up into two episodes. Episode 21 and 22 were Panama City Volume 1 and Volume 2. Because of all the history, we were jibber jabbering, we're having fun and talking history, talking about, and you know, also we had to include that Joe and I wrote a song for Shorty and Slim.
That's right, Sass,
Shorty and Slim. You guys know they do the Zonian style calypso. We'll put a link to that song so you guys can listen to it in our feed. Oh wait, I got buttons to press, Joe. Check it out.
Press the buttons,
Boom.
man. Press the buttons. Hey, and that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my friend.
No, you finish.
Hey, man, that song is truly an inspirational, historical journey through Panama City back in the day, man. So if you guys want to like learn something about the stuff that was happening in Panama City, you guys got to check out that song because that's what we discussed, man.
Yeah, and we talked all about its original founding in Panama la Vieja or Panama Viejo. How it was the first European settlement on the Pacific coast, which is an actual lyric from the song.
I feel you just singing the song right now, man.
We should just sing the song.
Sing the song.
So
we can't do it justice though, like not like Jordan
justice. We managed to go for what 4 hours.
Yes. That was yeah. But we also went recently on a trip to Panama la Vieja. So that was pretty tight. Because it helped us bring together everything that we discussed in that episode in Las Ruinas de Panama Viejo, which if you haven't been there, man, and you're living in Panama City, you got to go check it out, man. They got some good stuff there showing you how people lived there back in the day, and it will explain to you why certain things happen the way they did.
It will.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Very cool.
You know, I've been so you know whenever you visit other countries and stuff, you visit museums and stuff, and you're like, oh, you know, and in the museums, I remember once when I was in Scotland, I visited this house, right, which was a replica of the way people lived like way back when.
Yeah, you had to
and it was really
through all the doors and stuff. Like,
yeah. It was really interesting. And then they had like these older people, because you know you always got to keep older people engaged, who were there, and they were the ones that would tell you some of the history because they really like history, so they were there. And you go in each room, and these older people would explain to you why certain things were the way they were. And I was like, well, that's really nice, man. And, you know, I had to chat with them, whatever. They tell me, you know, like, yeah, and then this is the basin where people would do their necessities. And when they were done, they would throw out the window and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, that's super cool. I wish we had stuff like this in Panama to explain to us how people lived way back when. Fast forward, you and I went to Panama Viejo, and then we're walking. Of course, I mean, unfortunately, we still don't know what. Yeah, I mean, you know, we don't get our older citizens involved. However, walking through the exhibits, I was like, man, that's really cool.
It was that I was super impressed by that. Joe and I were scouting out some Rapscallions type stuff, so we went out there and super impressed by that. If anyone has the opportunity to visit that museum, highly recommend it. I was very impressed by it.
Totally, man. They sit you in a little car. They drive you out to the ruins. You see the museum. Then you can check out the ruins and everything. You can walk all the way up to the tippy top of the bell tower, the Catedral, which is cool. You get a great view of everything. Nice breeze. Fantastic, man. Totally worth it. Go do it.
What else do we have to talk about Panama? I think there's so much. I don't think we should even try and get into that.
If not, we'll be like anniversary volume 3.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're 30 minutes in. Let's see. So Panama City was it was such a good episode that we had to split it up into 2. That's 4 hours worth of interesting content where we're breaking down the history and having fun.
That's right. And that's the most important thing. I think one of the things that you got to do with history, most definitely, HB, is make it fun, make it interesting, make it engaging. Right. And I think those are the teachers.
Say laughing and learning.
Laughing and learning, man. You got to get the L&L. Laugh and learn.
Double
trademarked. Sticks. We have that trademarked, so you can't use it. Right. L&L.
So, you know, right after you guys finish with the mega projects episode, just don't even hit stop. Just let it roll over into episode 21 and 22. Those are the Panama City ones. And then guess what? It's December 13th. It's episode 23. The Christmas spirit was in the air. So we decided to have Shorty and Slim on because they released a Christmas album.
What?
They did. They released a Christmas album, and there was some special, very, very special, important guests rapping on there. And Joe, do you know who that was?
That was Rapscallions.
Oh, that's right.
No doubt. Right. No doubt. That was a joyous episode. I really enjoyed that episode, man. I love Christmas. I think Christmas is fantabulous. So I was very happy that we did that episode, especially with Shorty and Slim, man. What a blessing for us to be able to accompany them on their song, man, on the Tree Burn song. You know what I'm saying?
That was a lot of fun.
That was amazing. That was really
that was
cool.
done during quarantine.
Yeah, it was so funny the way it all came together, right? Because we were all recording our separate versions from home, and we would just be like, "I'll sing it this way, no, and I'll sing it this way, and you sing it that way, and you sing it this way." And I think we both had ideas in our minds of how it was supposed to come out, and then when it just came out, I was like, "Okay, I like this. It's not how I imagined it, but it works."
That's the thing. You know, on that same episode, Dave even said it. He's like, it was like, you know, like if you listen to how they made Smells Like Teen Spirit, it was like just chaos. And then when you listen to the final product, it was like, hey, this is a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
Everything came together.
You know, still, even to this day, if it's like, say, a Sunday morning and I'm doing something around the apartment, like I'm cleaning or I'm putting stuff or whatever, I will still put on that Shorty and Slim album.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'll have the windows open and whatever, and I'll put it, and it just makes me feel, even though it's a Christmas album, it's still, you could still listen to it at different parts of the year, you know? And it just makes me feel at peace, man.
They're not Christmas specific. They're not, you know.
No. And it makes me feel at peace.
For shizzles. That was fun. And that's the second time that we've had Shorty and Slim on. We talked about it last week. And the first time we had them on, it was their 25th anniversary. Excellent show where they talked about the inspiration for all their songs and whatnot. Wow. And then
I mean, if you're talking about the guys, they've had such a trajectory, right? Incredible. And they're still doing it. And then just to come together again, you know, they had the 25th, was it 20th or 25th? 25th. They had You on the album that they dropped. They dropped 2 albums in 2020, man. 2 albums.
Incredible. They dropped their 25th anniversary album, and then they went, due to popular demand, they went and published a Christmas album. We're having some internet hiccups here. Hopefully the audio is still going through. We're losing some viewers. You guys just don't worry about it. Tigo. Oh, here we go. We got green lights, Joe. We got green lights.
Hang tight. I saw it pause on the grams, but hang tight, guys. We're still here with the commentary.
Are we back on the grams?
We're back on the grams. Yeah. But yeah, man, what an amazing vibe to be able to participate on the Christmas album with Shorty and Slim, and just to have them on the show and talk about each and every single track, the ideas behind the tracks, their inspirations behind the tracks. It was just super cool, man. Super cool. Super cool. Like, that album, great.
A lot of fun. Again, what we'll do right now, I'm gonna put it. Anything else about the Shorty and Slim episode? I'm gonna put their Bandcamp thing up on our Facebook.
Sasspanama.bandcamp, yo. I mean, I think it's always fun to have them on the show. It's always fun to talk to them, hear their stories. So much. I think their music encompasses so much of a certain part of Panamanian history, right? Which is incredible to still be able to hear it and listen to it and appreciate it. So, yeah, man, mad respect.
Exactly. They get to put their brand of storytelling in album form, and as usual, so much fun. A lot of people went to their concert on Sunday, and they actually told me, I was like, hey, I actually got to listen to Panama City on Sunday at Austin's mama's barbecue place.
Do you know Austin?
I don't. I need to know that guy. I need some brisket.
Do you know his mama?
I know everyone's mama. Moving right along, after Shorty and Slim Xmas on December 20th, we did a show that is actually our most viewed show. Has over 7,000 views, Joe. And it was a difficult show. It was episode 24. It was Just Cause, where we talked about our own personal feelings, not only the history, but also where we were at and how it affected us. How did Just Cause affect, the people around us, where we were at? And, we sprinkled it with history. Again, we're not experts.
No.
We don't have all the dates down.
No, I think that episode, man, was really special just in the sense that it landed on the day, so we needed to talk about it on the day you know, and of course, talk about your perspective, talk about my perspective, what that meant for each of us. And just kind of what we understood to have occurred during those days leading up to the moment, after the moment, you know, it was all, it's an important day in Panamanian history, you know. I think,
and also to have people reflecting, like having the Rapscallions, and we shared that video across many Facebook groups, and the thumbnail for it was me wearing my "I Survived Just Cause" T-shirt, which I happened to find. I was like, well, that might make, you know, just to get all the different points of view was super interesting.
Yeah.
Someone chimed in. They're like, that T-shirt's very insensitive, and I was like, you weren't there, you know. Like, I didn't, you know. So I mean, just getting all those different commentaries was very interesting to get all those different point of view.
Just to like say on that, I think, you know, I remember, so I was in the US in 1992 when Hurricane Andrew came through, and people had T-shirts that said "I survived Hurricane Andrew," you know, and I think those are situations. These types, of course, that was a natural disaster. This was a military invasion. Nevertheless, there's still very uncertain moments, you know.
Yeah.
Once you're in the country, when you're in the location where it's happening, it's an uncertain moment where anything can happen to anyone, you know? So, I mean, I think it's, you know, you survived. Cool. Good. I'm glad you survived. I'm glad, you know, the people that survived, it's a blessing, man. You're here. You can tell your story. You can tell your experience. And I think that's what's key, because, you know, they always say history repeats itself, right? So we are the ones that keep history from repeating itself, particularly in bad moments.
That's exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. Is that our goal for that episode was to keep talking about it, because a lot of people, they don't talk about Just Cause anymore.
No.
And you know, a lot of the youth in Panama, or the youth of the people who lived through the event, don't even know about it and don't know the particulars of it. And we weren't trying to be completely historically accurate, but we wanted to keep the conversation going. One of the things that surprised me the most is I participated in a movie called Causa Justa, and all the people who were actors in it went to watch the screening. And afterwards, we got together for a picture, and one of the co-stars standing next to me, his son was there, looked up at him. He's like, did that really happen in Panama? You know, it's kind of like not even thought about much anymore.
It's a disconnect, man. And it's a crucial moment in our history. I mean, because could you imagine what life would be like right now if it hadn't happened?
I mean, when we talked about that, and I lost a family member, and I was actually in a situation like that where I got to talk to someone who also lost a family member, and we said, you know, I would like to think that their life was lost for a good reason, so that we could have this conversation, you know, because otherwise we would have been in a situation where you can't have democratic conversations or speak freely.
Who knows, man? I think
I'm getting sad. Let's jump to the next one. Just Cause, very important.
Don't get sad. It's Friday.
Episode 24, man. That was a great episode. 7,000 views plus. Our most viewed. Okay.
Hearts.
Hearts
across Panama.
Hearts across Panama. We're both Panamanian, American, whatever. We love everyone. It's all about the love. So our next episode, all the good things that happened in 2020.
All the good things. That was a beautiful episode, man. That was a beautiful episode. That's the one where we had Nemo on, right?
I think so. Was it?
I think, yeah. Because that was our end of year episode.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was on the show. And our goal for the show was, as you guys may or may not have noticed, a lot of crap went down in 2020.
Man. Really?
Stuff. We had stuff, right, Joe?
We had some stuff. A little bit of stuff.
A wee bit of stuff.
A wee bit, man. That show was good, because that show, we tried to focus on all the good things that actually happened in 2020. And I think we hit the nail on the head. And we had a wonderful guest.
Yeah.
Ricardo Nemo Agurcia was on there with his dog Atlas. And
That's right.
And we talked about some great stuff. We talked about, all the wonderful environmental things that happened thanks to the pandemic, all the wonderful roles that female world leaders had played during the pandemic, man.
Truth. And we were able to bring the microscope away from sickness and fear and anxiety and open it up to see that the world is still working. People are joining together and making good stuff happen.
Yeah, just talking about, you remember when the pandemic started, we were all coming together, man. We were all coming together and everybody was like, stay home. Hashtag stay home. Hashtag quédate en casa. Everybody was just like, stay home, man. Don't let the disease spread. We were all being so supportive. To think, man, there was so much goodwill, and everybody was tuning into the same thing.
Yeah,
for sure. That was beautiful.
Very beautiful. Very fun show.
Yeah.
So, just to move on from that success story of a show, we brought in the New Year's. Bing, bang, boom, ringing in the New Year's.
2021.
Episode 26 happened on January 3rd, and we decided that we were going to flip the script. We put everything on its head. Well, actually, we didn't decide it. It happened to us. The beautiful ladies in our lives kidnapped us.
We got kidnapped.
They put the pillowcase on our head.
Pillowcases.
Pushed us out of the way. And they took over the show.
We got to have a female perspective on life.
We brought in the New Year's from the beautiful female point of view. Our lovely ladies brought in that year, and they did the Rapscallions in the Femscallions manner. They talked about their favorite things, and that's a very successful show. A lot of people commented on that. I was I don't know about you, Joe, but I went out into the hammock. I put my earphones in, and I got to enjoy the Rapscallions from the other side of the internet.
The same. I sat down on the couch. I put on my headphones. I had a drink, and I was just like, let me relax and chill. And it was good. It was nice. I was just kind of like, hey, man, this must be like what all the Famscallions feel like when they hear our beautiful voices.
Exactly. That's how I felt. I was like, man, these girls are doing such a great job. I feel so great. I was like, wait a second. This is what all those viewers must feel like when they're watching me and Joe.
So I thought that was pretty spot on, man. I hope that we can get them to come back at some point. But
that's right.
I don't know. They're very busy.
If you guys want more of it, if you guys want more spin-off type stuff, if you want, anything you guys want, you let us know. We'll make it happen. That's how the Rapscallions roll.
That's how we operate.
I think some of the things they talked about, they talked a lot about books, about what they were reading.
They did. HP and I don't read, so we don't know.
Yeah,
we read a lot.
Rihanna,
we read a lot. Read it. What's a book?
Yeah. Reading is very important for your mental health.
Fundamental.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
It's fun. You can't have fundamental without fun.
You can't.
So then on January 10th, we had episode 27.
What was that about, my friend?
Time. That was about Panamanian cuisine.
Oh, man. That was fantastic. I got so hungry in that episode. I've never finished an episode. You know what? Every time, usually, I've been quite lucky. Because usually on weekends, right, I treat myself. Because I'm like, it's the weekend. I've worked hard all week. People are treating me like crap. I'm going to treat myself. So I always buy myself some ceviche, right? I buy myself, de repente, un ceviche de corvina, un ceviche mixto, ceviche de pulpo. Normally, for Sundays, I always have a little bit left in my fridge. When we're doing Rapscallions, I'm like, yo, it's ceviche time up in here. And that episode, it wasn't enough, man. Because after that episode, I was just thinking about all different flavors from all the different provinces in this country. And I was like, this does not fulfill my expectations.
Absolutely not. We went on a deep dive. We went into ingredients. We went into where the food came from, where the recipes came from. I even brought a cornucopia. And Joe's like, I brought in this tray, and Joe's like, is that a cornucopia? And I was like, good word, Joe.
Hey, man. You know, I learned that word because when the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock, according to the history that I was taught, that rhymed, by the way.
That rhymed. You're an amazing lyricist.
The Native Americans.
Do that?
It just happens. It just happens.
Natural.
The Native Americans, they came to the Pilgrims with a cornucopia for a feast.
Oh wow! What you know, that horn thing, is that like that shows up? I think that shows up in the Panamanian school though, doesn't it?
It does. I've never seen one for real in my life. We need to find one. We should make that an objective of ours.
I want to plant a cornucopia tree.
I think when you do it, you're gonna be the richest man in Panama, because every Fiestas Patrias, people will be coming to you like, "I need a cornucopia," and you'll be like,
"Then we'll be at like Marea Roja games, just drinking beer out of cornucopia."
Out of cornucopias.
Yeah,
that would be epic, man. I don't know where that came from, but you know, or maybe somebody thought about it and they were like, you know what? You should put fruits and vegetables inside of this cone thing.
Vegetables. Yeah, really. Man, I'm getting hungry because I made a sancocho today. Delicious.
Man, I saw your video. Yo, man, that looked hearty, man. Oh my goodness.
I made a nice fresh loaf of bread, and then I was like, I'm gonna make a video, and I was like, the best way to end this video is with a sancocho, because you gotta dip your bread in that. So I made a sancocho.
Jesus Christ, man, that looked amazing. I saw that sancocho. I was like, HP, you have appetito? You have pedidos ya?
We have Joe Petito. Remember we had
Joe Petito? Joe Petito, man. I was about to drive all the way over there just so I could get some in a reusable plastic container, obs, because I don't believe in that stuff that you can't reuse.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going to drive back to Panama and eat it.
Ciao, ciao. That show was really fun. I got the new lady in my life is chewing on me right now. I don't know if you guys can see.
Oh, she's like, Daddy, pay attention to me. I need you right now.
Bring her into the. Hey, look at that.
Oh, look at her. Oh, she's in her bitey phase.
Bow wow. The little bow wow.
Bite the microphone. Bite the microphone.
All right. So next episode.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best part of puppies.
Oh yeah, it's the best part. My toes are injured. So we had chow time. That was episode 27 on January the 10th. And then our next episode after that, that was fun. It was the world of Marvel, our history of Marvel. Marvel, the comic book.
Snap, man, that was fantastic. I can talk about Marvel comics all day, every day, man, for hours and hours. And we did. We spoke about that at length. Man, let's not even try and pretend that we're going to visit that at all, because we could stay here forever. You know, you guys got to read Marvel comics, check out the comic books, check out the movies. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is not all true. It's not all true. It's not always faithful to what actually happened in the comics.
Exactly.
However, it's a good representation. It's fun.
And you know what? Sometimes people are like, oh, why are you going to do an episode about Marvel? And you know, we always get a lot of commentary, because sometimes people are like, oh, I don't tell people my comic books. Lo and behold, everybody read comic books. Everyone remembered their first comic book. Everyone remembered where they bought them as a kid. Mm-hmm. That show was fun, not only to go over the wonderful intricacies in the artwork, but you know, to kind of like see how everyone remembered how they had an interaction with comic books.
Man, let me tell you something. I remember growing up reading comic books. I was at fear for my life, dog, because people were like, "Oh, you're like comic books. You're a nerd. You're a geek. You're stupid. Whatever."
Bully.
Yeah, nonstop. Because reading comic books was seen as being like, you know, you're weird. But now, if you read comic books, you're like the coolest person ever. And I was like, man,
you're multi-bajillionaire.
And I have so many comic books in boxes from like 1960s, 1950s. Because I would get obsessed, and I would be like, I need to find out when. Of course, unfortunately, HB. For Rapscallions, I don't have the first appearance of Batman, or the first appearance of Superman, or the first appearance of Captain America.
Joe, I think you should put those those cardboard boxes of comic books in the Rapscallions vault at my house.
Of course.
Keep them safe.
And then magically one day you'll be like, Joe, they got lost. By the way, I'm going to go in my yacht to my private island. I'll see you later.
That's right. Hey, Joe, why don't we go fishing on my new yacht?
That's right. Come. Don't worry about your comic books.
Comic books are gone. You know, they were old. They crumbled up. But check out my diamond shoes, dog.
That's my diamond shoes.
So that
would be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're very tight. Lots of pressure, lots of pressure. That show ended up not only being fun because both of us had a good time talking about it, but also the participation of all the people watching. So
here we go, man. People like
episode
their heroes.
28. They do. And we revisited we revisited the genre at later date.
That's right.
So our next episode was one that everyone loves. Not everyone, but January 24th, episode 29 was The World of Whiskey.
Oh, snap. That was fantastic. We took a road trip through Scotland, dog.
Yeah, we did. And we put up maps. And we did Indiana Jones when he takes the plane and is like drawing lines everywhere. We did that. High tech, man.
Man, we went everywhere. That was a fun episode because also we drank the whiskeys as you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we
very
just
special whiskey right here.
Man, HB's drinking the finest, highest quality, price smart whiskey.
This is Isla Lapadula.
Yo, let me show you something, man. Check this out. Here it is. This is quality stuff. Perfect for mixing, blending, or even having on its own.
Yeah, a whiskey sour's delicious.
Yeah, totally, man, totally. But that was a good episode to get to revisit so many magical, mythical locations in Scotland. Talk about the different flavors, which, man, at first when I got into whiskeys, I was a total dummy. And I was just like, wow, I really like how you guys put in the flavors of oranges into the whiskey. And they were like, what?
Yeah.
We don't put anything in, son.
Right.
And I was like, oh, my bad. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I got to tell the public out there. I got to tell the Rapscallions. I learned a lot. I'm a rum man, but I know that Joe over here, the 0.5 of the Rapscallions, he's a whiskey man. And he took us on a Scotch tour.
Man, that was beautiful.
We went to Isla's and we learned how to pronounce all the different cities in Ireland. Can you give us a rundown of proper pronunciations, please? Yeah, we have the Glenfrodgich, the Glenfiddich, the Isla.
Glenfiddich. And it's
not Isla, right?
Isla, yes. It's not Islay.
It's not Islay.
It's Isla.
That's right.
And it's Glenlivet, Glenmorangie,
What's that stuff. City that I'm even afraid to pronounce?
Which one?
Everyone gets it wrong. Anyway, look,
I don't know.
Guys.
Hey, listen. Yes.
Scroll down. Episode 29. If you think you know about whiskey, watch that one. Then you'll know about whiskey.
Hey, and if you'll know, then you'll know.
You'll know.
You
can't think about whiskey. You got to know about whiskey.
You got to know. And listen, if you guys want to see us go to Scotland, we'll do a whiskey tour for you. We'll rent a van. We'll drive around Scotland, all for you. Hit us up on PanamaRP.com and hook us up with some sponsorship.
That's right. Joe's a lord now. He's a lord of Scotland.
I have 5 square feet of land in Scotland.
We can do an episode from there.
We can put 2 beach chairs, phone. It'll happen. We could start our own little distillery there.
It's totally worth you donating $30,000 to us. Totally.
That's right. That's all you need. $30,000. That's chump change.
Chump change. Write a check, man.
Write it off your taxes. I mean, come on. You guys just be like, oh, I donated money to some needy people.
That's right. Rapscallions. So much fun. So much fun. But you know what? That episode was intoxicating with knowledge.
It was, man. It was. You can never know too much about whiskey. And I think one of the key things that we discussed in that episode, which I thought was spot on, was just say, hey, enjoy your whiskey whatever way you want to enjoy it, man. I know too many fools out there. They're just like, You have ice with your whiskey? You mix it with this? Whatever, man. However it tastes good to you. Because at the end of the day, personal taste is what matters. And, man, you shouldn't let yourself be taken away by other people's thoughts.
That theme came back up. There seems to be like a bird fight or something.
Oh, my gosh. Film it. Bird
Right?
fighting with Rapscallions.
It's like the Raptors scallions. Okay, so our next episode was episode 30, and we went all the way from Scotland through the Panama Canal with none other than a canal pilot. Mhm.
What?
Yes.
What?
It was episode 30, piloting the Panama Canal with Captain Andy Eftimiadis.
Oh, my God. Let me tell you something, man. You guys don't even know what it's like to pilot the Panama Canal until you watch that episode.
That's true. We got the rundown of not only his own personal career, of how he trained, how he got the position, but also his experiences throughout the years of, taking ginormous ships through the eighth wonder of the world. That's a marvel.
Man, seriously. I mean, I think similar to Dan Norman and the epic responsibility upon his shoulders, Captain Andy, epic responsibility upon his shoulders.
Definitely.
Because these ships come through. They have so much cargo, important cargo.
Yeah. And Captain Andy is like, he's the one that takes the nuclear subs through too. He was like, I can tell you about that stuff, but I'd have to kill you.
Don't nobody want to die. Don't nobody want to die. But that was a good episode.
He told us in private, but we can't tell you fam scallions because we'd have to kill you.
We would, and we don't want to kill you guys because we love you guys.
Had a little Guinness go down the wrong pipe.
Oh no.
So in that episode, we had a lot of fun talking to Captain Andy. He told us, a lot about the history of piloting. Like, what is it like? Like, we've talked about jet fighters that go Mach 2.
Mm-hmm.
You think about a ship, that thing goes pretty slow. You're like, super slow.
That goes like Mach negative 365.
Exactly. But how do you stop that if you're going the wrong direction towards the canal gates? Huh?
Or if you crash into like a corner of a lock.
That's right. And at that moment, the bridge to Gamboa got hit.
But it wasn't Captain Andy's fault.
No. I on WhatsApp you get the videos of what's going on.
Yeah.
The guy, I heard the voice like, you guys need to do this. You need to do this. That was Captain Andy. He was the one that told him how to pull the ship off of it. Wow. And how to get all that stuff done properly.
Man, let me tell you something. When that bridge to Gamboa got hit, that was problems, dog. That was problems. But Captain Andy was there to solve that shit. I mean, stuff.
He solved that shish stuff. Scroll on down to episode 30. That's piloting the Panama Canal with Captain Andy. He's also fan scallions. He's always tuning in. He's always helping us with new ideas. We're continuing to work with him behind the scenes to bring you guys some nice quality stuff.
We love Captain Andy, man. He's up there with sass.
He's up there with sass.
The amount of love that we have.
Right. So, speaking of love, the next episode was episode 31, Super Bowl Sunday. We were talking about the Balboa Rams and the Super Bowl. We're talking about American football on the Isthmus of Panama.
Man, that was a special episode, man. I think particularly because we got to take a deep dive. I think, what made that episode super special was the amount of participation that we had, my friend. We had so many people talking about their experiences playing sports, playing football in the Canal Zone. And just getting an in-depth look at what life was like in the Canal Zone, I think was super special. Remembering some of those stories, the type of things that people like to do during in the Canal Zone, man. The
that
lifestyle.
Was fun, like a lot of blasting. Hey, Joe, we got a comment here. Allison Patrick tuned in. She's like, Captain Andy's hats are the best.
Captain Andy makes quality hats.
That's right. On that show, Captain Eddie had made some personalized hats, and we had a giveaway. You had to be able to answer different technical questions about coordinates and whatnot. And you know what? Allison won. I don't remember the name of the other winner, but when you listen to that episode, you'll be a winner too, because you'll know more about the canal.
And you'll get knowledge. And whenever you get knowledge, you're always a winner.
Exactly.
And we got a quality pic of Allison's beautiful twins wearing the hats, which is fantastic.
Whoa.
And now we have a quality sound of Sunday.
She's biting me.
Biting her daddy.
I think I ran over her paw. I'm sorry, baby.
Man, that's abuse. Life is hard.
Yeah. I know the backstory, Allison. She talked to her brother-in-law, who's a pilot. Gave her the coordinates. I tuned in on that right away.
Man, if I had a brother, I would get all the hats.
That's right.
All the hats.
So let's see. We're on episode 31. We only have 20 more episodes to go. Balboa Rams and the Super Bowl. We went through not only the history of American football in Panama. It started off in flag football, but all the tag teams and not the tag teams, but the tag football teams and the trophy teams and tackle teams and the jamborees. That was
really special. Hearing about the jamborees, I could never have imagined in my life, dude. And I've told you so many times, I wish we could have a time machine and we could go back in time and just watch all these things happen. It would be epic.
Since that episode, the founder of the Jamboree was Luke Palumbo, and since then his son had passed away. So I want to give a little shout out. Let's tip our glass to Luke Palumbo, who's a friend of mine, teacher on Colan side, passed away peacefully. Really, really good person. All right.
Cheers.
All right, episode 32. Episode 32, where are we at? We are talking about, we're talking about Carnival, Chinese New Year's, and Valentine's Day.
Oh, and good grief.
And what they had in common.
I don't remember anything about that episode, my friend.
I remember that all of these holidays have something in common.
What is that? Love.
It's got to be
love. Is the foundation. Love is the foundation for all these holidays, and you gotta love, man. I mean, if there isn't love, then what's the point?
That's the point. It was a cool episode because we were able to tie in. I don't remember the specifics. You're gonna have to scroll down, look for episode 32. We were able to tie in how each one of these holidays has something in common, and why we celebrate them, and how they've changed over the years, and how they're not even like the way they were originally.
Listen, we were in the zone, and we were talking about all these great things, and we also shared some amazing stories of personal Carnival/Valentine experiences.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We had some good.
That was super fun. However, in this episode, we're doing a summary, so we don't need to have the specifics. Okay.
Exactly. It's up to you to scroll down
and watch the freaking episode.
That's right. And as I've mentioned several times in the past, it's going to be a podcast. So you can be driving, you have that 2-hour commute to work. Perfect for Rapscallions.
That's right. Because we talk about smack.
That's right. Episode 33. This was our first episode that was suggested by a Famscallion.
What was that?
Macalucia, Panamanian superstitions.
Man, that was a crazy episode. Yeah. That was good. I think both of us have had so many experiences with Macalucia and Panamanian superstitions. So it was nice kind of talking about different types of superstitions that exist in Panama, from the Tulivieja, y la Bruja, y los duendes, and all those things, man. I remember growing up in Chiriquí. Well, not growing up, but living in Chiriquí after I came up from the States. People that didn't want to come to my house because I lived in front of like a pond, and they were like, "No, right. That's where the Tulivieja lives," and I was like,
"That's what? True. I think you are related to the Tulivieja. Is that true or no?"
I can't tell you, man. If I told you, I have to kill you.
Yeah, with your feet backwards.
With my backwards feet and my crow's eyes or whatever. I don't know.
Look, if you're not quite sure about what's the deal with the Tulivieja, check out that episode. We had our shirts inside out for a reason. And the only way you'll figure that out is if you tune in.
Man.
That episode, by the way, we had some internet interruptions. So,
man, internet interruptions can't bring us down, man. Rapscallions.
Rapscallions for life.
But we did that shirt with our shirts backwards with that shirt. We did that show with our shirts backwards. We had the brooms upside down. We had the knives in a cup full of water so it wouldn't rain. We took all the precautions.
Everything. We did all the macalucias necessary.
All the macalucias.
And you know what?
Man.
Guess what happened? We had interruptions in our internet. We had spirits visiting us. It was very, very spooky. Very spooky.
It was spooky.
I'm getting the hairs on the back of my neck are standing. We got to move on.
Move on.
Episode 34. I told you we would revisit the genre was DC Comics.
DC Comics, man. Wow. How special to talk about a film franchise that isn't really going as well as you would expect it to be going, right? With epic characters such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. Nevertheless, still cool. Their animated universe is going amazingly well. And they also have a really amazing history, man. So I think in that episode, just talking about the history of DC Comics, geez, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that. That was super cool.
That was a fun episode. That was the one, I think you kind of leaned towards DC. Like growing up, you read more DC than Marvel.
I don't know, man. That's the thing. I'm always at odds, man.
Tough.
It's hard, dude. It's hard. Because right now, so the boxes I have in my house right now, I was going through them a couple of weeks ago with Kelly, and I was like, there's a bunch of DC comics in here. Where the funk are all my Marvel comics? Notice how I said funk. Where are my Marvel comics? I think they're somewhere else. But I have a lot of Marvel comics as well. Wow. I think I am 50-50. However, all the shirts I have and the hats I have are for DC Comics characters.
Truth. Well, we did a deep dive, and also, I remember Superman as a kid, but Superman, Batman, all that stuff. We had a lot of fun. Scroll down, check out episode 34.
Speaking on that, my friend, sorry, I got a special message from my friends over at Disney. Black Widow is available as of today on Disney Plus.
I got Sunday with her chomping. Ow.
No, she's all about, let me bite you. I'm biting everything about you. I hate you so much, but I love you at the same time. I love you and I hate you.
She's like, I want to play every day. She's doing good. She's a sweet puppy, very smart, just part of the process. So after DC Comics, did we recompilar everything that we had to say?
Yeah, man, keep it moving. We're all about moving forward, man. Move forward in life.
The acupuncture I just had makes me want to move forward.
Move forward, man. Life is about moving forward.
So we had a lot of audience participation on our next two shows, which were episode 35 and 36, Island Hopping Around Panama.
What? Man, we had a freaking catamaran. We had a monkey butler. We visited every single island around Panama. Those two episodes were epic, man, because we were having drinks. We visited these islands that nobody has been to before. We talked about animals, lizards, and reptiles. Man, that was fantastic.
It was super fun. Super fun.
Lots
of information. Check those out. Moving right along, episode 37, which, by the way, is my favorite lucky number 37.
That's right.
Panama Sports Legends.
Man, that was also special because we got to know about so many different people that have influenced sports in Panama in so many different ways.
Yeah, a lot of lost names, a lot of current heroes. So much fun.
I think what was funny about that, I think it was in that episode. That was where we had the the survey where we asked people like, hey, what did you celebrate the most? The Olympic gold medal, of course, won by Irving Saladino in the long jump, or qualifying to the World Cup. And people were like, qualifying to the World Cup.
Truth.
How crazy.
It's very, very crazy. And also, like, I remember when Saladino came back, there was also a girl that won the singing contest. And she was more celebrated than Saladino, who was the gold medal winner, you know?
I mean, a freaking Olympic gold medal is a big deal.
It is.
Yeah.
Check out that episode. We talk about all the heroes of Panama, every single one of them, Panama sports heroes. And then we had episode 38, Fútbol y la Marea Roja.
Oh, that's always special, man. Talking about the Marea Roja is always special. You know, I consider myself Marea Roja. You're Marea Roja. We're all Marea Roja. All of Panama is Marea Roja, man. I mean, I think the national team has brought us so much joy, so much sadness. It's incredible.
The agony of defeat more often than the thrill of victory.
Really? I mean, seriously. Just the other day, I was thinking about that Copa de Oro, where, like, you know, we had the whole issue with Mexico. Remember that that they were like, we scored, they scored, then we scored. Then it was like, all corruption. We're not playing anymore.
That's right.
15 minutes. What's going on? Then Mexico got a penalty kick. Then they scored, and we were upset. And then all the players had a picture where they were like, CONCACAF is corrupt. Go screw yourselves. Blah. Fun times.
We just recently played Mexico again, and did not fare too well.
The under-23 team. Yes.
So we'll be redoing that show soon because
Copa de Oro
Copa de
starts
Oro's
this Sunday.
coming up. We got to do it.
We're playing Qatar in our first game.
Qatar. All right. So what was after that? We did episode 39, La Marea Roja, part 2.
That's because there's always so much to talk about Panamanian football, man. There's so many influential figures.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we also named a lot of our up-and-coming favorites, which have proven to come true.
Uh-huh.
My boy Waterman has been kicking butt.
Man, from Colón.
And
he's been doing really well.
We just had some injuries, didn't we?
We did, man. Aníbal Godoy, influential midfielder. Experience won't be in the Gold Cup. Tragic.
Difficult. All right. Yeah. Episode number 40. We had a very special guest, someone who we're always happy to collaborate with. That was Movie Talk with Andres Clemente.
Oh, man. Truly an inspirational moment for all you movie buffs out there. Told us about his inspirations whenever he watches movies, what got him into reviewing movies. Just, you know, all around. Told us about his favorite directors, favorite movies, favorite films. Yo, it was a good show for those of you that like the movies.
It was a lot of fun, and being able to collaborate with one of our all-time.
He's old because he's old.
He's so old. He's old. Like we might have some whiskers, but that guy's old.
That guy.
He was actually one of the first guys I ever acted with. He's in our improv troupe.
Truth.
Pop culture. You got to listen to pop culture every day.
Every day,
right.
Monday to Friday, noon to 1 in the PM. If you guys like pop, if you guys like culture, you got to listen in. Cool FM.
And we might tell him since he was on the show, we might do a theme song for him one of these days.
Maybe if we have time.
Maybe
we're busy.
If we have time, we don't know. We're not sure yet. We're creatives.
Yeah.
All right. So episode 41, very divisive topic. The watermelon war, el incidente de la tajada de sandía.
Oh man, I feel like we did that show yesterday, man. Jesus, yeah. Wow.
That show, we always preamble shows like that with saying we're not experts.
No.
We're not experts. We're fans of history. That's why we want to talk.
Yeah. I think that was very interesting, just kind of looking at all different points of view with regards to how that happened and why that happened. And some of the people that were involved within it, such as Rand Reynolds, who we visited, of course, in our previous episode. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that, man. Because if you want to know more,
check out that episode.
Check out the episode.
Episode 41. Now, kind of losing steam, but I guarantee you this next topic will bring the steam back. Oh, I'm falling behind on my clicking. I got buttons to press, Joe.
Click faster, man.
I'll click faster. So we got the Dia Sandia. You know what? The next episode was inspiring. Episode 42, the motocross champ, Rudy Waller. Hello, campeón. I still hear him. Oh my God, am I frozen?
No, you're not. Not to me, my friend. Well, you are to Instagram, though.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
I'm still here.
Am I online? I'm still online. Listen, guys, I'm still online. You can still see me.
I still have audio. It's just I've lost my video.
I don't know if HB's online, but you can see me. He has audio. He doesn't have video. He froze for you guys. But HB will always be with you.
I'm Mr. Freeze.
No matter.
You can hear me, but you can't see me.
Everybody chill.
Everybody chill.
But I'm still here, man.
I've got audio. I don't have video at the moment. I'll be right back with the video. But let's talk more about this episode with Rudy Waller, man. What a great episode that was.
That was a fantastic episode, starting with the amazing artwork that we had.
Yeah.
That artwork was top-notch, quality artwork, of course. Artwork done by our in-house artist, Karina Weber, who we have on retainer for $1 million doll hairs.
Doll hairs
a day. So she really appreciates that. But Rudy, man, what a fantastic guest. Just talking about his experiences in life, all the injuries he had, and just, his outlook on life. I think you'll agree, HB, my friend, that it was very inspirational. It's very motivational.
It was very motivational. And you know what? That was like a week after he had cut the tip of his index finger off. The first one. That one. Like fold one down in half. Just like that. And
this is his life. This is his life right now.
Yeah. So he was recovering from an injury, but someone who's in motocross, someone who is the champion, an international champion, knows how to deal with injuries. And he gave us some tips and tricks on how to overcome that type of scenario. He's like, hey man, you're still breathing. I always remember what he said. He's like, you're still breathing. You should look forward to every day that you're alive. And I was like, holy cow, this guy's right, man.
Yeah, man. It's like, I never thought about it that way. I can breathe. That's a miracle.
Yeah. It's like super inspiring.
Totally. So if you want to get inspired, check out that episode. Show.
And let's see. Our next episode after that, this one, we had a lot of fun on this one too. Episode 43, Bananas.
Oh, man. I feel like I've done so much research for that episode. Yeah. I feel like I read so much about bananas for that episode. Bananas have had such an impact on Panama, such an impact on the world. You guys don't even know. HB, you're back.
I'm back. I got some twiddling to do. I've got some buttons to press.
Bananas. Listen, I can't even begin to tell you the impact bananas have had on the world. So I'm just going to tell you guys got to check out that episode. Because if you want to know, you want to know.
That's right. Okay, moving right along. We're getting closer. We're on episode 52. We're moving right along to episode 44 in our Back to the Future 1-year anniversary. Wrapping with Mona Lisa Arias.
Oh, that was a beautiful episode, man. I really love that episode. So what a wonderful guest to have.
It's true. And anytime that I can collaborate with her is always a pleasure. Also, we got to hear her insight on what it's like to be a cantautora She's a
Yes.
singer-songwriter. She's super talented. She's
Mhm.
also a director. She's also a fight choreographer.
Mhm.
And she was able to walk us through her. Conan Herring's tuned in. He's like, lost your mind. That's true.
All
And
day.
from eating too much howler monkey sauce. That's back to the subject is Mona Lisa Arias. She was telling us about how how her training has changed. She's a director. I've collaborated with her. Joe and I have collaborated with her. We've done fight training with her. We've acted with her. Very wonderful person. And
True.
in our stories, we were like the epitome of cool. Mona Lisa Arias, super cool.
Mhm.
So she was able to talk to us about how she was trained as a fight choreographer, and then how many times she's taught people how to do a rape scene. It's like why are we doing this? Why? And then she was able to express to us, how us as men we need to stand up for the women in our lives. We have mothers,
Mhm.
we have aunties, we have sisters, we have wives, and when a woman goes out on the street, her first fear is, am I going to get killed? That's
Yep.
crazy. It's
Truth.
crazy.
And we think that it's not, but it is.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
It
So
is.
that was a very enriching episode, not only from an arts point of view, but also from an equality point of view. We need to get
Yeah.
support out there for our ladies. Everyone who's listening, everyone loves ladies. Come on.
Yo,
Everyone's got a
love the
mama.
ladies, man. Everyone's got a mama, man. Hey, if you love your moms, if you love your sister, if you love your cousin, you love your auntie, hey, respect them, help them. Equality for all.
That's right. In Panama, we have a lot of acoso callejero, people calling out on the streets. Just turn around and be like, hey, that's not respectful, man. Respect these
No.
ladies.
That's right. That's right. 100%.
100%. So check that episode out. She's an amazing woman. You definitely need to see that. Watch it twice.
Yeah, man. Check out her music. Mona Lisa and Rodrigo, man. They make some good tunes.
Definitely.
They're on Spotify. They're on YouTube. I mean, if you haven't checked them out, it's because you don't want to.
Because you're way behind, man. You don't even know what's going on.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So we're getting close to the finish line here. It's episode 45. Taboga.
Oh, that was super cool, man, because we've been to Taboga, so we managed to see all the cool stuff we were talking about.
That's right. We went on a scouting mission. Joe and I went to scout out Taboga.
Mm-hmm.
We have big plans for Taboga in our future.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, we had some roadblocks. They weren't internet related.
No,
but they're roadblocks nonetheless. But if you know the Rapscallions, guess what? Tell them, Joe.
We don't stop. We don't even know how to stop.
We don't know how to stop.
No.
I need like a fan here.
We keep going, man. Taboga, what a beautiful island. So much history. Man, I don't even know where to start. And if I start, I'm not going to know where to end. So you guys just got to check out that episode on Taboga.
Check out
so much stuff, man.
We're not giving you spoilers on Taboga. You're going to get plenty of information in the future. And if you want to revisit the past, scroll down to episode 45. So moving right along to episode 46.
Mm-hmm.
A lady you might know, Joe, rapping with Nikki Walsh.
Oh, snap. That was a beautiful episode too, my friend.
For shizzles.
For all the aspiring book writers out there.
That's right. If you're an artist, if you want to publish a book, maybe you want to publish a kid's book, maybe if you want to publish a pop-up book. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Foreshadowing.
Yes.
Nikki was kind enough to come onto the show and fill our heads with knowledge about how to animate, how to do watercolors, how to get your book published, the different ways you can get that done.
Man, not only is she a fantastic artist, an incredible person, yeah, she just filled us in on all that information for all of you aspiring artists out there, how to get your art out to the masses, how to get your book ideas out to the masses, how to work with writers to illustrate their books. And we also had a fantastic giveaway that day, my friend. We gave away some art.
Right.
The Patacones artwork that Nikki had made. Fantastic. We had a great winner. It was amazing. Good episode.
Excellent episode. Again, you guys can scroll down. If you can't find it, go to our website, PanamaRP.com. That was episode 46. Episode 47, Pirate Radio Broadcasts.
Oh man, that was on a Friday night. It's Friday, just like the day.
That's
Jeez.
right. It's not the first time we've done some pirate stuff, but this is the first time we went all out, all official. And so during and around the time of episode 47, it was Joe's birthday. Joe was turning 22 years old.
I was
signing his first big modeling contract. He's a
rapper slash model. Yeah.
Hand model, scratch model, all that.
Check out these hands.
Show us your record scratch.
I go like this, and I stop.
Amazing.
Because they can't have too much.
Way too much.
Oh, there you go. Let's go. Yeah.
So that was episode 47. What we did is we did a broadcast where we had to re-record some of our earlier episodes because we had a lot of echo. So we chose a Friday. We talked them over. We did maybe 30, 45-minute chunks of all those earlier episodes that didn't work out because of the echo. Right. And then Joe, of course, much sought after. He's got his whole family, his in-laws. They are like, hey, and all his fans, we need to celebrate your birthday. And Joe's like, you know what? Can't do this Sunday. So we rebroadcasted that, and we used an animatronic Joe.
Man, HB brought out all the technology.
That's right, Joey.
Joe AI.
Joe AI. There he is. Amazing. You can see him now. Joe AI is on your screen. He interacted with us on that episode, and I have to tell you, just as handsome as the real Joe.
Oh man, that was a fantastic way to include me in that episode.
So
Joe AI came through.
Joe AI. I don't know how to say Joe A. Episode 48, Joe. I think I got super excited about this one. Teatro Nacional with Cesar Robles.
Oh man, was that episode 48? Wow, that was a good episode, man. We had a freaking proper connoisseur of history, of just art, just an amazing person all around, man.
That one was really cool. And you know what? All you guys out there, like a lot of our favorite episodes were the expansion, the mega projects, Captain Andy talking about the canal, Just Cause. These are things that you guys know about. But this episode was about the Teatro Nacional, which is something that you've probably heard about, but don't know much about. So this is kind of like my second favorite episode of all time.
Yeah, man.
Aside from those three other favorite episodes.
Of course. I mean, you can't have too many favorite episodes. As long as it's in your top
they're
5.
all my favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Like kids.
Yeah.
Obviously. Can't have a favorite one. But man, what a good episode with a total expert. Again, we can't go too much into detail because if not, it takes away from listening to the actual episode. But one of the great things that came out of speaking with Cesar about the Teatro Nacional, the history of Teatro Nacional, was a virtual tour that we've been offering to all of our Rapscallions and that we are in the process of coordinating. Yeah. So if you want to be a part of this virtual tour, write to us, DM, let us know, send us your email, your name, and we'll get you on there because this tour
happening soon.
Total production.
And it's a virtual tour. It requires 7 employees to do the lights, to do the sound, to do the camera work. And we've both acted in the Teatro Nacional. We've done the tour in person, and this is something you don't want to miss. You do not want to miss this.
Not at all. Totally worth it. So sign up.
Let us know. We'll broadcast it. But if you want to interact and talk, send us a DM with your email and your name, and we'll include you in the virtual tour. So that was episode 48, my friend. Oh, I forgot to press the buttons. Hold on. That was episode 48 with the Teatro Nacional. Episode 49 with all the predictions that you should have listened to before you made your bets. Euro Cup 2020 eFootball.
Oh, was that episode 49? Man, I think
49.
How fantastic that we have been able to live this experience of Euro 2020 in 2021, right?
It's true. And if you're asking yourself, what? How can it be Euro 2020 when it's 2020, 21, 2020, 2020, 21? It's all explained in that episode. We even picked the winners for you. If you
did
bet poorly, it's all your own damn fault.
It is all your own damn fault, and it's your fault. You're a loser. We're sorry.
You suck.
Sorry.
You deserve to die in a gutter with your losing betting tickets. You should have listened to that show. We're having the winners.
We're having a totally special final this weekend, this Sunday, Italy versus England. Man, I don't know if it's fair. I mean, England has played a lot of their matches at home.
It's true. It's not fair at all.
Which kind of sucks because everybody has been playing away from home, but they've been playing at home. So in England, they're all thinking that it's coming home. So we'll see what happens against Italy. Of course, I'm going for Italy. I can't hide that. I gotta say it. So hopefully, the team can do it. Italy has been playing some inspiring football, totally against the norm, not the Italy that we know from the past, where they were just like score a goal, defend. They're scoring goals and they're trying to control the game and all that stuff. So we'll see, HB. I think Sunday is going to be very exciting.
It's definitely going to be exciting. We'll be watching. If you want us to live commentary on that, just let us know. We'll do it. We're Rapscallions. We can do anything. Episode number 50, my friend. A lot of audience participation. Colon City, boy.
Oh, man. Colon. Wow. Man, so much history for Colon. So much rich history. A city, a province that I think all of us can agree has felt neglected for some time. Just talking about all the great things that happened there in the past. Beautiful.
We went over it all, and we had a lot of audience participation. We had Colonenses. They're like, we have to listen to this one. They were filling in the gaps because, again, we're not experts. And we're like, what's Johnny Bread? What is that?
Yeah.
Well, they told us, but we're not going to tell you because
you got to watch it.
You got to watch that show. So that was episode. Oh my God, I forgot to press the button. Here's the Colon City button. Here we go. You see the little lupa is looking at Colon. If you don't know how to pronounce Colon the proper way, if you're not from Colon, that's okay. Watch that episode. You'll learn all about plantinta.
Oh
which is
my
actually
God.
A plantain tart.
So delicious.
Delicious. And then you have your all kinds of delicacies, your artists, the singers and musicians that are famed from Colon. If you're from C3, I think we did C3 justice. Watch it. If you're from Colon and you didn't like the episode, write us and let us know. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, man. And we'll fix it. We'll find a way to fix it.
We'll do another episode. We'll have you on the show.
Yeah, man. Seriously. Tell it like it is.
Tell it like it is. So the next episode was episode 51, and that wraps up our year in review. My goodness.
Wow. Good grief.
I'm out of air. I'm out of breath.
Me too. I feel exhausted.
I'm exhausted. So it's been a year. We've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of things on the plate. Joe, show them the shirt. Show the shirt. Look at that. We've got merch.
What a blessing to have merch, man. We have merch from 2 different providers. This one here is from the Happy Introverts. You guys can check them out on PanamaRP.com. You can check out all of our merch on PanamaRP.com.
You need to bookmark that website. We're going to have all our podcasts are going to be available there. They'll be available on Spotify and all the major outlets for your podcast. That's going to be our home base, our base of operations.
We got everything going on that site. Everything. We're going to put all these old videos up in case you want to watch our beautiful faces, talk about stuff. See how our beards get grayer.
Exactly. We're going to have more merch opportunities.
That's right.
You'll be able to buy, in my mind, what I'd like to happen is that next to each episode, you're like, hey, you know what? I like that beautiful art that was made. Can I get a shirt or a hat or a onesie made out of it? We're going to make that happen for you guys, the Famscallions.
That's right, because that's what it's all about, man. Giving you guys what you want and helping to spread knowledge, man. Helping to spread cheer, helping to spread joy, about this beautiful country that we all live in, that we all have lived in, and everything that is connected to it.
Joe, let's wrap this up. We've done our year in review. We've talked about all our episodes, and next week episodes, we're starting off brand fresh, spanking new. Joe, wrap us up for the year in review, man.
Oh, my friend, it has been a long year. It has been a long, hard, interesting year. No doubt. I think throughout this entire year, man, I've always been looking forward to the Sundays where we can sit down, where we can chat, where we can talk about all the different things that we have been going through and understanding that all of us have been going through something similar, you know? And I think rapping with Rapscallions throughout this year has helped me build a sense of community with all the Famscallions chiming in, telling their stories, reliving their memories. You, myself, just expressing what we're going through. And I think that's what we need as we move forward into this new year of rapping with Rapscallions. Just, you know, that interaction and just letting everybody know that we're here. We're together. We're in this together. We're a community. We're a brotherhood. We're a sisterhood. We're a community hood.
Famscallion hood.
Famscallion hood for life, man. And I think as long as we have each other, as long as we have people we can trust, as long as we have people we can love, as long as we appreciate each other, it's going to be all right, man. And I think it's never too late to tell someone you appreciate them, to tell someone you admire them, to tell someone that you really like what they do. So let's keep doing that. Let's keep promoting positivity and being there for each other, my friend.
That was beautiful, Joe. That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Wait, that's a perfect way to tie up the whole year in review. It's all about love and communication. We started this to try and have a creative outlet. And for me personally, being able to spend time with Joe, who's one of my best friends, he's my brother.
No doubt, dog. I love you.
Be able to share all of the Famscallions together, share time. And the thing that surprised me the most is coming up with new ideas for shows and then researching them and then sharing that with you guys and have people adding to the conversation. Man, I've learned so much in the past year, and being able to share in a communal format that is the Rapscallions.
For sure. It's all about community, man. It's all about community. And I think the more people share, the more we learn, the more they learn, the more everyone learns. So it's all about just being there for each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. It's about forming that community, just like you said.
Speaking
of community, George Hanley says, saludos to your listeners. If you want barbecue, go to Country Store. It's farm to table.
Oh, my God.
This guy has some delicious, he said barbecue, and I was like, man, I need some of those ribs from Country Store. It's right there in Balboa, right behind where the old 24 Hours was. You're going to like it.
Man, seriously, we should do an episode from the Country Store one day.
We're definitely going to do that. All right, that's episode 52, PanamaRP.com. Vote for us in the Road Challenge. I think you have like 5 minutes to vote for us.
5 minutes, guys. 7th of July. I think it's done. But send us your positive vibes.
Send us your positive vibes. We were the only podcast from Panama, and we're very proud to represent our beautiful country.
That's right.
Thanks, everyone. This is a little out of the ordinary that we're coming to you guys on Friday. If you like to hear from us on Fridays, let us know. Usually we're 3 p.m. on Sundays. Talk to us. Send us your ideas. What do you want to hear in the new year? What do you want to see? Let us know. That's Rapid for Rapscallions, people. See you next week.
J-O-E in the place to be. HB on the track, it's like ecstasy. Rowing a well of 7 years, what we drink and be. Trying to sling the dopest rhymes in the galaxy. Let me take a minute though and relax your mind. Sometimes these words can be hard to find. 24/7 on that daily grind. Hearing voices in my head, man, they not that kind. Cause bitches be bitching, snitches keep snitching. The world keeps turning, and I keep hitching a ride. Instead of living my life. Yo, 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 yo.
Man, when you feel hungry, don't you have to eat?
Yo, yo, pump up the volume and digest this beat.
Rapscallions in the house with this lyrical treat.
When we're done with you, you're gonna ice your feet.
If the world ends tomorrow and you had one chance,
Hey, yo, would you start the move like it's your last dance?
yo, do something small in the past and present changes.
Do something now, the future rearranges.
Cause bitches keep bitching.
Yo, snitches keep snitching.
The world keeps turning.
And you start living your life instead of hitching a ride. Rapscallions.